Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host and presenter, Advocate Tuluhoya. A lot of you have been commenting to say, why are you pursuing something like this? Who are you? How far are you going to pursue this? Some are saying, thank you for this initiative. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I'm not going to tell you about my grandmother and my great grandmother. I'm an advocate. I've been in practice for more than 30 years now. To be exact, this is my 36th year in practice. I am in my early 60s, like I told you, whoever gives a true age. This initiative is born out of my desire to pursue justice. Yes, I do it through a YouTube channel. And a YouTube channel, of course, will generate some money. A little money that will keep me going. I want to assist this Meyiwa family. I am committed to seeing justice for Senzo. And I will do everything in my power to see that Senzo, may his soul rest in peace, gets justice. I have seen Senzo's mother from a distance. And, her bitterness resonated with me. I said to myself, how bitter it must be for this lady to have lost a son, a promising son, an Orlando Pirates star, a Bafana captain, a son that she looked up to, to get her out of the misery of everyday life. A son that died so tragically. I want to pursue this matter, like I said, and I'll pursue to finality, come what may. There are a lot of risks involved. Every day of my life is a risk. Every time I get into that courtroom, I'm bound to antagonize one or some other person. It comes with the territory. That is what the job is all about. It is about being assertive and standing up for the truth. It is not about the money. I'm not the rich man. It is not about the money. Senzo's mother has got no money to pay me with. And I will never ask her for a cent, to pay me a cent, whatever I can do for her. The YouTube income that might come in the future, and that is a long way off perhaps, will only be able to pay my petrol to court and back and get me some lunch. That is all it will probably ever do. So I'm not in this for the money. This is why I've always said to my colleagues in this profession, we are the most privileged of our people. We owe them something. We have to give back something back to our people. We are what we are because of our people. Those poor people out there in Kasi are the people who made us who we are. So we need to reciprocate and do something for them. It is in that spirit that I'm doing this. And I hope that all of you appreciate it. If I had initially been involved in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, I bet a lot of things would never have happened. I've had run-ins with judges who just want to bulldoze people throughout proceedings. And I've stood my ground. I have stood my ground. And on many occasions, judges have threatened, to get me locked up for contempt. And I said to them, I've always said to them, well, you go ahead and do it. You go ahead and do it. But I will stand my ground. I will stand my ground for justice. And that is what I believe in. There is nothing much left for me on this planet. My children are grown up. I am in my 60s now. The only thing that I must live for is the truth. The only thing that I must live for is to make this country a better country for future generations. And that struggle begins today. I made mention of Solomon Mahlangu in one of my previous videos. I was struck by, Solomon. Solomon Mahlangu was a committed young man at a time when most of us thought, it was too risky to do anything against the apartheid government. In fact, I thought myself at the time that people like Solomon were foolhardy. How do you take the might of the South African government? Because in those days, apartheid was brutal. Apartheid would actually hunt you down and kill you. Like it eventually killed Solomon Mahlangu. So over the years, the death of Solomon has always inspired me. He's the one person who fought for the liberation of this country and gave up his life for it. In my opinion, it was a life well lived of a young man. Some of us never took those risks. I don't want to lie to you. We never took those risks in those years. We threw a stone here and there at a Casper passing. And that was it. But people like Solomon Mahlangu put their lives on the line and died for a better South Africa. Justice must be pursued at all costs. All the things that I've been seeing happening in the Senzo Meyiwa trial should have been challenged. If you make an application, and if you raise an objection, you have got to insist, not plead and ask the judge. You've got to insist that procedure dictates that this objection must be recorded. The prosecution must respond, and a ruling must be made and recorded and be made part of the record. You cannot just be told, like a kindergarten boy, a boy in some crèche somewhere, that, oh, well, you'll have your chance to cross-examine. If you let a judge run away with you like that, you'll never be in control of your defense. You need to be assertive. You are there to fight to the bitter end for your client. And your client relies on you to do that job for him or her. And if you don't do it, for God's sake, let me just say, what the hell are you there for? So I am worried about the way the trial, I've been generally worried about the way the trial has been, conducted. And it is unfortunate. But I picked up a lot of things. This trial or this matter is due to go on appeal. And when it goes on appeal, something else is going to come up, and all South Africa will be shocked. All these things that are going on now, this is not the end of the road. This is not the end of everything. There is still a higher court. There is still the Supreme Court of Appeal in Bloemfontein. There is still the Constitutional Court in Johannesburg. We have a long journey to go. It is going to be one long and bitter journey. But we cannot just let things go. We cannot just ignore things and pretend nothing is happening. Just because powerful people are involved. My power is my truth. If your power is money and influence and whatever, my power is the truth. And the truth will set me free. The truth will set me free. Having said that, please subscribe to this channel. Please support this initiative. It is only through your subscriptions that this channel will make it. We must get Senzo justice. Senzo deserves justice. 10 years or even more after his death, Senzo, whoever he may be, deserves justice. And we are the only people left on this planet to carry that baton for Senzo. We owe it to Senzo and many others who will come after Senzo to do exactly what I'm doing. Stand up and say, enough is enough. We must do something for Senzo. We are all mortal men. Tomorrow, we are here today and tomorrow we might be gone. But that legacy to fight for justice will remain. After us, others will take up the baton and go ahead. And justice will be here, or justice will forever endure in South Africa for eternity. Mine is a cause for justice and nothing else. Thank you for the many subscriptions that I'm seeing. Please subscribe. We are only a few subscriptions away from the 2,000 subscriber mark. Please kindly subscribe and let us go to 2,000 and beyond. Thank you very much. This is my last video of the day. See you in my next video tomorrow. Thank you.